Get ready for dictation, please. 5 seconds. Start. I have dealt with what is called the economics of freedom. Now take, for instance, the communist world. There they make up for the loneliness and insecurity with their collective working and wages according to work. Then the spy system and mutual watchfulness is there. The sense of insecurity therefore exists there. A man would not be allowed to live unless he is willing to work hard. This is an essential condition of any economic development. The individual perforce shall have to work. In India, this condition does not exist. What have we taken to? We have taken to democratic planning. The first essential for success in a democratic planning is a great leadership. Nowhere in the world can democratic planning succeed unless the leadership not only commands the allegiance of the people but also has a coercive force to make the people work hard. Whatever be the resources or the machinery, unless the people are made to work hard, better and more intelligently, it is impossible for any plan to succeed. A plan cannot succeed on paper. A plan cannot succeed simply by making commissions produce fine reports. A plan succeeds in the field, in the factory. The Honorable Prime Minister has been pleased to say that the expectation of age has increased from 24 years to 47 years. I would have very much liked him to say as to what is the capacity of work that has increased. Where does the individual laborer stand today in comparison to where he stood in 1951? Has his capacity to work increased? Has his intelligence increased? Has his produce been more and better? The simple fundamental question today is the laborer willing to work harder and better tomorrow than he did yesterday? If this is not the position, your plan cannot succeed, otherwise your plan succeeds. The second question with regard to planned economy is the question to bring about savings. In an independent economy, people make a lot of profits and they cannot consume those profits, so they save for further investment. In a planned economy, private entrepreneurs cannot make much profit. Therefore, investment has to be secured in the same proportion by taxation on the people. Again, the willingness of the people comes in. How are the people to be taxed? population increases by over 2.5%. Now, in order to keep the same standard of living, 5 times the percentage of population of the national income must be reinvested. In order to keep the same standard of living, at least 11% of the national income must be invested again. If the standard of living is the same, this standard of living is not good because it has not increased the capacity of the laborer for better production and for more intelligent production. As the Honorable Prime Minister has been pleased to say, only the expectation of age has increased. The fundamental prerequisite of any economic progress is the capacity of the laborer to work harder to produce more and better. So, it has not been proved that Indian labor has been able to work harder to produce better and more. In order that it is possible, at least 5 times the population percentage investment is necessary. Taking this standard, our investment must be more than 14%. Where should the money come from? It can come from taxation. The unfortunate thing is that our society has not taken a very serious view of tax avoidance. Tax evasion is penal, but tax avoidance cannot be penalized by law, but it can be looked down upon contemptuously by society. Unfortunately, it is not done. The problem today is that once a citizen, a respected citizen, because those who pay taxes are certainly respectable citizens, once a respectable citizen tries to avoid paying taxes, he resorts to means which are criminal in intent, if not in action. Once a man takes to criminal intent, it is not a long way for a man to be privy to murder. He cannot be caught because murder is planned beyond the 7 doors. All over the world, the most serious criminal of the modern world is the tax avoiding animal. It is a beginning in India. If you look to the crimes, any lawyer who is working on the criminal side can know that most heinous crimes are not planned by ordinary robbers or thieves, but by big people. If you know how things are planned, the story would be very interesting. So, the first thing is to create an atmosphere in which tax paying should be considered a sacred duty and tax avoidance should be looked down upon as a social sin. It is necessary to develop a structure that should encourage people to work harder and better.